So hello guys, and welcome back to another video in our channel. This is the second video that we have produced today. This is the part 2 of our Chelsea pre-tactical review of Chelsea versus Liverpool that is going to take place at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. And in this aspect, we're going to look at how Chelsea can actually get the best out of Liverpool. One thing that will come up is Chelsea giving Liverpool a guard of honor, something that Liverpool gave Chelsea back in 2014. Now, what we'll try to see is that this might be such an humiliating experience for Lavia, Enzo, and Caicedo, who actually rejected Liverpool, but it's something that the Chelsea midfielders can take as an inspiration for the game. Now, looking at Arne Slot, even looking at his stream, you can clearly see that Liverpool were kind of on a break this week. The title has been won, and you probably expect some changes will be made, especially in this game by Arne Slot. But the main thing here is Enzo Maresca and how this game is so important for him because it's for the top four. Remember, Aston Villa have won the game, Manchester City have won the game, and Maresca needs 3 wins to secure the top 5. So what is he supposed to do? Now, before we even start this analysis, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Now, the first thing that Maresca has to do is to actually start Chelsea with a better starting 11, because a better starting 11 is the most important thing in this game. And I'm going to give you my starting 11 and what I think Maresca can actually pick. Now, in goal, it's more likely that Maresca is going to prefer Sanchez. And one thing he prefers about Sanchez is the way Sanchez is able to come across and collect the ball, especially crosses, as Maresca wants to kill that aerial dominance, though Liverpool are not quite the aerially dominant side. I'm going to go with a fullback of Caicedo as right back and Cucurella as left back. The reason is because I believe that probably Reece James might not be started in this game, and it's much better to have Caicedo starting in this position coming into that midfield so that Chelsea can win the midfield battle, as well as Cucurella's 1v1 with Salah. Centre back, Maresca and Chelsea's best centre back partnership recently has been Chalobah and Levi Colwill at the moment, and we know Maresca prefers this partnership. We are not going to see Tosin coming into this game, and Maresca is going to prefer them because they are much quicker and he can play an aggressive high line with both of them. Midfield is going to be Lavia and Enzo Fernandez, and Lavia in particular, we saw what he gave Chelsea in the last game against Everton. Chelsea were much more stable. Chelsea did not concede a lot of chances, and that is what Maresca expects. And Enzo, of course, his assists and his output in the final third have really been great. Front three, we're going to see the return of Noni Madueke, who I prefer Maresca to start down the right so he can get the best out of Robertson. Neto down the left so he can make those runs against Trent Alexander-Arnold and Palmer at the middle, though Palmer is really struggling at the moment. Leading the line is Nicholas Jackson. He has scored 3 goals in his last 2 games. So those 3 goals will really give him the motivation. Remember, the second goal he scored against in the Conference League will be these kinds of energy and motivation might actually make Jackson to perform quite better in this game. Now, the second thing that Maresca needs to get is his overall tactics for this game. In that, the tactics will determine how the game is won and lost, and if the players are able to win their duels will also determine this. And what are some of the tactics that Maresca must employ, factoring how Liverpool play? Now, we know Liverpool are a high aggressive pressing team, a team that is more likely to move into a 4-2-4 press with Szoboszlai or a midfielder joining the forward and the wingers starting quite narrow, ready to take on the fullbacks. Their main aim is to overload the center with 4 players, as well as trying to protect the wide areas with 2 players. Now, Chelsea can decide to move into a diamond, similar to how PSG played against Arsenal, as this diamond has come out to show how teams can easily play against a front 2. And when having one single pivot, a goalkeeper, 2 centre backs, you automatically outnumber this front 2 with as many as 4 players. Now, in this scenario, Chelsea can also decide not to play from the back and just decide to go direct in particular, not going direct to try and have an aerial battle between Jackson, Konate, and Virgil van Dijk, but rather looking to try to go long, especially to Chelsea's wingers, who I fancy to be faster than Liverpool's fullbacks. Going long to Neto will allow Neto to bypass Trent and actually drag Liverpool's defensive line deeper, because when you press, when you go long, when you play those balls over the top, what happens is that now Liverpool have to drop their lines more and more, and that is going to create problems for them. The next thing that Chelsea are going to do, they can actually do, is trying to optimize the wide areas by looking to play the ball towards the wide areas and shafting their midfielders, especially midfielders who are playing in those half space regions, to switch out to wide areas so that they can receive the balls directly from the fullbacks. Once these midfielders receive the ball, they can now look to act as a link between the midfield with the attack, with wingers looking to make runs momentarily and pinning Liverpool's fullbacks deeper, allowing Chelsea to create that space, especially in the wide areas when Liverpool start narrow. Once the ball is played, then Chelsea have fast players ahead who are looking to make runs, with Jackson looking to pull both Konate and Virgil van Dijk in that central position. Another thing Chelsea can now do when they have settled possession at home is, rather than playing with a 4-4 that Liverpool know how to counter, Chelsea should move into a diamond by having Caicedo and Enzo playing on either side of Lavia and ready to receive the ball in the wide areas. In this case, because Liverpool like to employ that 4-4 strategy to counter this 3-5, then players such as Caicedo can have the ball in slightly wide areas position, with Palmer looking to shaft across whichever side to create overloads with triangles against the opposition fullback. Now, this main aim is that you want to Liverpool to drop a lot of players deeper so that you're able to have to maximize in your output and outnumber Liverpool defensively. Without the ball, Chelsea should be very intelligent with their press, looking to press in a 4-4-2 structure, with the front four using their cover shadows and their positioning to prevent balls being played through the center. Jackson should be very proactive in the press, and we know very well that Virgil van Dijk might decide to go long. Therefore, we do need our fullbacks to be aerially dominant to win those aerial duels, so that they can be able to match players such as Salah not to receive the ball in areas where they are looking to hurt Chelsea. Without the ball, Chelsea can move into a settled 4-4-2 structure, doubling up on Liverpool's fullbacks and wingers in the wide areas, as well as ensuring they maintain a compact shape in the middle of the block. Now, the standing ovation might be something humiliating to Chelsea, but again, it can be something that can really motivate Chelsea Football Club to try and aspire to actually be a team that wins Premier League titles, as that is what probably I hope Chelsea are building towards. Now, this game is a very tough game. A lot of people have not fancied Chelsea to win it. Liverpool, being the champions, are still fancied to win it, though Chelsea are actually looking quite high in the win probability. But in my opinion, I do believe Chelsea have a chance, not just to draw, but to win this game, factoring that Liverpool have nothing to play for, and probably Liverpool had a break. So Chelsea need to be serious. They don't need to expect Liverpool to give them gifts. Just approach this game with a lot of seriousness and be very disciplined defensively. Score your goals and capitalize on your chances, and you win the game. What do you think? Do you agree with my analysis? Leave your comments in the comment section area below. Thanks for watching, and see you again.